Today I'm going to demonstrate how I use watercolor on my planning pages to not only to be creative in your day-to-day life, but it's actually really beautiful, fun, and an easy way to dress up your pages. So I am going to be doing watercolor on my plan books that I've created that are actually sold at designs at plannerperfect.com. So if this is something that you are interested in finding out how you can, a technique and a way that you can watercolor and beautify up your planning pages, then stay tuned. Okay, so here we are, and I'm going to kind of show you here. This is kind of a really cool watercolor palette I picked up and I absolutely love. I'll have the link below. It's like Japanese. Totally don't even remember where I got it from, but in terms of the name of it, but it is on Amazon and I love it. Here are my plan books that I'm working in. I did already demonstrate how I use acrylics on some of my pages, and as you can see, it's super cool. Just this right here, these kind of little marks, and then I use a white gel pen in there, which is really fun. And so the acrylic was just really is fun. My newest color fave is the nude. I don't know if you see how gorgeous the nude is. I could swim in it. It's so beautiful. And then I just painted some flowers for some added inspiration to myself. But here are some prepped acrylic pages. So now I'm going to show you though the acrylic. So I did kind of have me already, and my clip just threw off. I'm going to be having to do this one hand because my stand broke, my adapter to for my phone. So here we go. Here's some beautiful pages ready to prep. I've got my pens out, my paint brushes. I will go ahead and link where I got these two down below. That was another Amazon purchase, and I like them. They're not my total faves, but it is something that works for this very easily, and they're not very expensive. So if I'm going to use acrylic, or not acrylic, but watercolor, on my pages, I would just pick, what I like to do is I like to pick more colors that kind of fit the season, and it is summer. So, and I don't like to go too dark either. So now this is if you're doing your watercoloring first. I will tell you about that here in just a second. You can either watercolor first on your pages and then come back and script your life, or you can actually write your life out first and then watercolor on top. So I'll give you the details on that. Now, I don't get it too wet. The paper that I have chosen for my plan books is exquisite paper. This is Strathmore. It is a 24-pound weight Strathmore paper that takes, I'm telling you, takes most mediums beautifully. So I have 80 pages in my books, plenty of room to have fun and create, and you just have a wonderful time in here. So here, even just adding some yellow. Obviously, you can do what you want. You can highlight certain parts where you think you might put the name of the day of the week or whatnot. Yellow's kind of fun, and I love using like an orange too. It's just one of my favorite colors, and it really makes the paper nice and crinkly, which is fun to have crinkly pages. Okay, that's something fun to have. So now this is going to take just a bit to dry. I'm going to do a plan with me scope on another scope video, so you look out for that, because I will actually show you a step-by-step process and how, kind of just how I do plan out my life during the week, and just give you an idea of how you can do yours too, by definitely implementing the way your life flows and your own goals and dreams, and how you want to execute your days with it being more of a thought process and not heavily laden on just all you have to do, but rather how you want to live. So I'm going to show you that in another video. So here's my acrylics, and as you can see, even with the watercolor back to an acrylic, it did beautifully. So I just love the watercolor. Now what I would do then, I would script it similar to how I did these pages here, kind of like this, Sometimes I put the date down there. Sometimes it's in the middle. That's what's so great about being creative. You can do it any way you want. Put the month over here. Scream out the day over here. It's just whatever you want to do. Change it up all the time. I encourage you to, because it keeps everything not mediocre and all the same. So what you're going to want to do, though, my favorite pen is the Papermate Flare. I use it for everything. So I actually prefer this Papermate. And once this dries, I'll just script up my life and everything is perfect. If you by chance want to script your life first and watercolor over it, you're going to need to use a waterproof pen, and that's one of the Micron pens. Okay, so yeah, the Micron pen actually is not one of my favorite pens to script my life in. I much prefer to use the Flare. So I'd rather just prep my pages first and come back in with the Flare pen and write out my days and my plans and my goals. So this is how I'll show you. I'm going to do another YouTube video here on how I do a cheat with scripting using some calligraphy, using a cheat, because this is like a fine point. So there's a way to do that, and it's super easy. So I will show you that on another video, so look out for that. So acrylic, watercolor, no matter how you choose it, it's a very wonderful, creative extension of yourself. So have a good time using your plan books, scripting your life, and being creative. Until next time.